All right, our next game, not much of a game at all on divisional weekend. The Niners got blown out at Seattle. This one was pretty much over after the opening kick return.
This was exactly. And by the way, this is exactly what Jay predicted when we were talking last week. Jay was just like, I love my Niners. I'm a Niners man. I've got a lot of money invested in Kyle Shanahan, but it's the line's 7.5 and they're going to kill him.
They ran out of people.
They ran
That's
out of people. They did. They ran out of bodies on this one. Trent Williams is limping into this game. Brock Purdy was under pressure constantly as well. 55% of his dropbacks. Brock Purdy was pressured on 55% of his dropbacks, and according to Next Gen Stats, on his 33 dropbacks, Brock Purdy ran 413 yards. That's a crazy stat. He was running for his life so much. Literally ran over 400 yards. Rushed for, quote unquote, rushed for over 400 yards in this one. But how about Cooper Kupp? There was a Cooper Kupp sighting in this one.
Yeah, 11 fantasy points feels like a lot in this era for Cooper Kupp. And you mentioned Brock Purdy running for his life. A big reason for that was Leonard Williams in that defense, who've given themselves a nickname that, Matthew, I don't really understand. Listen to this.
This defense is amazing. It's fun to play with them. I think we trust in ourselves. We trust in the guy next to us, and we get the job done. And it's amazing to not let them score.
What's in the briefcase anyway?
What's that?
The briefcase. What do you got?
Oh, this is a dark side game plan right here. We were so hyped to see some Darth Vader guy out there today on the screen, and we're okay, we're finally getting our credit. We've been talking about the dark side. We've been showing up, not just talking about it. We've been proving it as well, and especially in a big game like this, we showed out.
So on the one hand, I sort of get it on the sense that dark side. Okay, they're mean and bad, and they're coming for you, and but also the dark side. The dark side's bad. It's bad people.
Right.
They're the bad guys.
I still gotta watch the
They're not the
trilogy,
people you root for. They're not. I understand you haven't watched the Star Wars
this spring. It's one of my top 3 goals.
Sure.
I need
I'm going to come over to your house, and I'm going to go into a different room, and I'll watch Godfather Part 2.
Perfect.
While you're watching.
And Jay could be upstairs watching whatever. Has Jay not seen a movie?
Magnolia again. No, he's seen all the movies, just all the bad ones. Jay can watch Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles, Razzie nominated. So I guess, but the dark side, it's just they kill people.
Well, they tried to kill Brock Purdy.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
They almost did. Aloha Bricks. That's regular of the year, by the way.
Yeah.
Aloha Bricks. Connor is wondering if Vader is a new cornerback who plays for the Seahawks. Like I said, when he said I have no idea what he's referencing, but I'm glad Leonard Williams is having a good time.
Stop it. When you say now, I know you've never seen the movies.
I know, but yes,
you've heard of Darth Vader. You've heard Darth Vader.
Yes.
You've heard of the dark side. You have enough pop culture.
Yes.
Right.
I'm aware.
Again, I've never seen Godfather 2, but I know that what is it? Keep the gun, hold the canal.
That's the first one.
Right. Is that the first one? I get all my quotes mixed up. I get all my quotes mixed up. But I don't know some of the.
I know it was you, Fredo.
Yeah, I know it was you, Fredo, and Mo Green with the eye, right, and everything like that.
Yes,
and that's yeah. So I know enough references that
Vinny in the chat said Star Wars was a system franchise. Dune has a top 3 defense.
Wow.
That's a take.
That is a take. Especially because, by the way, there's only been 3 Dune movies.
Yep.
One of which was so they did the first Dune movie and no one watched it. The very first, not the Chalamet one. There's one with Sting, I think, from many years back.
Didn't even know this.
It was a bomb. No one liked it. Then they remade it again.
Which is kind of remarkable that they decided to remake a bad movie.
Right.
But it did great.
The books are super popular. The first movie with Chalamet is it's super long and exposition-y, very it takes a long time to get there.
It was a cross-country flight watch for me.
Yeah.
And I needed the whole flight.
Listen, and we love Timothée Chalamet, love Zendaya, but it's a little bit of a slog, that first one, and then it finally gets into some good stuff, and then the second one's great. But and I'm looking forward to the third one, but stop it. Star Wars is so much better. I will go to my grave with that take. On this game, I mean, we've always said this. When Ken Walker gets the full-time gig, when he's awesome. And that's what, listen, the 49ers were bad run defense as well. Charbonnet leaves this game early with an injury, but So it'll be interesting to see what happens if Sharps can make his way back next week. But like over the last 4 games, this guy who's averaging 6 yards per carry. They're using him finally in the passing game, 19% target share in this one. He's had at least 3 receptions in 6 of the past 9 games. And so in games in which he gets at least 18 and this includes the playoffs. In games with at least 18 touches, he's averaging over 18 fantasy points per game, which is just a dumb stat which tells you what you know. When Ken Walker gets work, Ken Walker's pretty damn good.
And when he's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's a guy that gets banged up. But, the question is can we buy into Ken Walker again next offseason? He's a free agent, though, Matthew. So this is going to be interesting if he's back, which then he'd probably be in a committee again because that's what Kubiak likes, assuming Kubiak's back. Or 2, does he get signed to a decent money deal somewhere where he blossoms as the lead guy, and do you trust him to stay healthy to do that? There's so many variables.
Many variables. Because, again, Kubiak's going to be a hot coaching. I mean, there's 8 coaching vacancies now, right? Now, because Giants and Falcons are filled, but there's 8 coaching vacancies out there.
There's not a lot of offensive scheme guys that are interviewing.
No.
Like you look at Salah's a finalist for the Titans job. Chris Shula will get it's a lot of Minter.
Yeah.
How many guys are young offensive scheme skewed kind of guys?
McDaniel's the first one that comes to mind.
Right, a retread.
But
absolutely.
Mike McDaniel.
Yep. Who's gotten interviews?
He's absolutely gotten interviews. Yeah, I mean,
Udinsky from the Jaguars might get the Browns job.
Right.
But, I mean, once again, these Kubiak's had more hype than most of these guys as the rising coordinators.
Oh, for sure. And does Cliff get a gig? Cliff's out there. Cliff Kingsbury.
Right. Him and Dable will at least be calling plays somewhere.
Matt Nagy's getting interviews.
I mean, that's just.
I saw Josh Grizzard is getting some interviews.
Right.
Just when you talk about offensive guys, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see with Ken Walker.
But yeah, and Mike McCarthy will be back out there again. And anyway. So it'd be interesting here. But yeah, tough game, obviously, for Jackson Smith-Njigba in a game in which, they score over 40 points. You would think that JSN would do better than 3 for 19. He catches a touchdown. He didn't need to.
That's been a lot.
That's been the problem with the Seahawks from a fantasy perspective, is that they often don't need to throw that much. They don't want to throw that much.
Right. Darnold was hurt going into the game. This is perfect for them.
Oh, I know. When they were I remember the report came out while I was traveling, and it was just like, oh, Sam Darnold, by the way, no big deal, but Sam Darnold hasn't practiced the last 2 days. Drew
Lock hasn't thrown a football.
Drew Lock's taken all the first-time snaps. So you're like, wait, what? I mean, right.
Probably lured a lot of people,
right.
The Niners.
All right, so cut to a crazy game, some turnovers, everything like that. And then Sam Darnold re-injures his shoulder. And then we're looking at Jarrett Stidham and Drew Lock. Super Bowl 60.
It'd be unbelievable.
Only on NBC and
backup
Peacock.
Quarterback Super Bowl.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I don't think we individually are rooting for that.
No, we are not here at NBC and the proud Peacock. We would very much like big stars in the Super Bowl here as well. But by the way, the dark side defense and Jackson Smith-Njigba, all very big stars. Seattle, I don't know that there's anything. The bigger question for me on the 49ers before we move on real quickly is just, what do you do with Chris McCaffrey next year? We'll have all offseason talk about it. He stayed fully healthy. He was great, but he's on the wrong side of 30. Wasn't super efficient this year. Under 75 yards from scrimmage in his last 2 games against Seattle, by the way. And will have touched the ball 400 times.
Yeah, 400 plus.
He's going to – all the Derrick Henry arguments are going to go to Chris McCaffrey as well.
I'd probably fade again, and I was clearly very wrong on that this year, but I wouldn't just go buy high now.
Yeah, I mean, I was in on McCaffrey this year saying, I was very much planting my flag. This is the year he's going to stay healthy, and it obviously worked out for me on this year, but next year is going to be an interesting conversation as well. Okay. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.